Hey, yo, welcome back. This is not a podcast. This is just my thoughts with Rob Markman, man. Happy MLK Day. Happy birthday to Joey Badass. We sending love. We sending light on the homie's birthday. But again, it's also MLK Day, and Joey chose violence. Metaphorical violence. Figurative violence. Lyrical violence. All of this is rap. I just want to be clear. This is all rap. This has everything to do with rap. Nothing to do with anything else. But, you know, the homie went for it today. So you know the story, right? I'm going to backtrack a little bit. On January 1st, Joey dropped The Rule Is Back, produced by Conductor Williams. And he said, I was sitting back watching from an eagle eye, trying not to react. Just give me one reason. I swear I'm on full attack. East Coast until I die is clear. Who the heir apparent king of NY. And then he also said, that was in verse 1 of that song, and in verse 2 he said, too much West Coast dick licking, I'm hearing throwing rocks, really shit ain't sticking, because if we talking bar for bar, really it's slim pickings. I rap like I draw pentagrams and kill chickens. Now, if you watch my original video reaction to The Rule Is Back, you know, I took that as Joey talking to NY, especially in that first verse. It's clear who the heir apparent king of NY, you know, just expressing that he's the king, he's the one, and urging NY not to focus on what's going on out west, but to get on our shit. You know, it's been a long narrative that New York has lost some of its identity in hip hop. And while New York is actually doing a thing, you know, or our thing with drill, with sexy drill, Cash Cobain, there's new sounds coming out of New York. When it comes to rapping, when it comes like bar for bar, you know, the conversation has shifted. It's not to say they're not spitters in New York. I'm talking about the conversation of the hip hop spectrum on the whole. You know, when we in New York, I mean, you know, whatever. I'm from that era. I'm from 80s and 90s and 2000s, and I'm used to being at the top of the conversation of my city being at the top of the conversation. And if we're being real right now, it is not. And I don't think anybody would debate that. So, you know, I think this is Joey pumping himself up. I think this is Joey pumping the city up and saying, hey, let's get back on our shit, and I'm king, and right now I'm claiming it. So that's how I took it. That's how I kind of read it. Now, no matter what Joey meant, you got to think that when West Coast artists hear that, too much West Coast dick licking, which of course is originally a Jay-Z line from 22 Twos, and, you know, 1996, the climate back then was, you know, the Big and Pac thing, the East Coast West thing was heavy. So you're evoking that feeling. So no matter what Joey meant, you got to think that when a West Coast artist hears it, they're probably gonna take it a certain way, and Joey has to be prepared for how those MCs out there respond. And I said this again in my original video. If you watch the original video, I said exactly this, and it played out like I said. A bunch responded. Daylight with High U, Ray Vaughn with Crash Out Heritage, a handful of others. Mick Jenkins, who is from Chicago, took what sounded like a little shot on Wars and Rumors of Wars. CJ Fly then responded on behalf of Pro Era Brooklyn. You know, that's Joey's man. Shout out to CJ Fly. So, you know, there was a bunch of back and forth. There were a lot of artists, particularly from the West Coast, who heard what they heard, took it as a challenge, and stood up to the challenge. Now that leads us to Joey Badass, Sorry Not Sorry, which dropped today on his birthday, on Martin Luther King Day. Once again, produced by Conductor Williams, who is killing it right now. I might have to do a whole nother video just saluting Conductor Williams and everything that he has going on. But Sorry Not Sorry is produced by Conductor Williams. And so right from the title, Sorry Not Sorry, means that he ain't taking nothing back. That Joey is not taking nothing back. Like, and you know, I think it is, you know, well, let's get into verse 1, right? As he says, they fuck around and woke up the Star Sea from Marcy, not the projects, but them Brooklyn streets where my heart be. Just if you're not from New York, Marcy Projects, of course, is an infamous project in Brooklyn, but there's also Marcy Avenue, which stretches way past the project, so it's also a street in Brooklyn. So they fucked around, woke up the Star Sea from Marcy, not the projects, but them Brooklyn streets from where my heart be, 51 Hart Street, 193 Vernon Ave. Niggas with attitudes, mad I'm bigging up my city. That's something I had to do. Do or die, home of the gully, where we let the lead fly. So boom. I mean, he just sets it off letting us know where he's from and just talking that Brooklyn shit, right? And then the his with attitude part is a direct reference to the West Coast rappers who took exception to the Rule Is Back, NWA. So instead of saying, yo, West Coast rappers are mad, I'm bigging up my city, he just wraps it up poetically NWA. So it's an NWA reference. Cool metaphor. That's just rap, right? We could say the direct thing or we could say it in the fly way. So I thought that was dope. Then, he goes on, that's just something I had to do. Like, he's standing on it. He's saying, yo, I was just bigging up my city, but he also is not ducking the smoke. You know what I'm saying? And we call that accountability. Like, I think that's accountability. I think he's saying, hey, I meant it one way. I just had to big up my city. I had to speak for my city. Y'all took it another way. And sorry, not sorry. So he's not ducking the smoke. He's standing on it. He also then sends straight shots at Cole, but there's a little more to that. But check it. He says, 2025, I'm on my bully. I know that men lie, women lie, but Joey don't. Might delete later. I know damn sure that Joey won't. Fuck it. I want all the smoke. Put my credit on the line because this can't fuck with me if we talking about line for line. 2025, I'm on my bully. He started off the year. Happy New Year. Dropped a new joint. The rule is back. So he's being really aggressive this year, and I think he made that commitment to himself that he's really, really going to go for it. Okay, I know men lie, women lie, but Joey don't. Might delete later. I know damn sure that Joey won't. Now, is this a diss? Yes and no. Right? Yes, but we all know that Cole deleted 7-minute drill from Might Delete Later. He took the diss back. He bowed out the battle with Kendrick. We know it. Cole knows he did it. And Joey is saying, I ain't taking shit back. He's using the metaphor to say, I ain't taking shit back. I don't think it's a diss per se. This is just one of those layup lines. It's just real easy because the whole culture is going to get it. It's almost too perfect not to say. It's not the craziest diss or insult. But now, again, Joey got to be prepared if Cole takes offense to this. It's not like, again, it's not really the most scathing thing. It is what happened. It is the truth. It is not the most scathing thing. But now you got to be prepared if Cole takes offense for this and wants to send some shots back. Ultimately, I don't think he will. He just doesn't seem to be in that space. That doesn't seem to be where Cole is at. And I think it'll take a little more to get him there. But that's just a guess. We'll see. I also don't think that Cole is going to sit back and just be the butt of everybody's jokes for too much longer. You know what I'm saying? Like at the same time, at the same time, I could see Cole saying, hey, listen, man, me and Kendrick got a personal relationship. I bowed out of that. But the rest of y'all, any other one of y'all could get it. Like at a certain point, Cole might have to be on some, yo, don't take my kindness for a weakness. And y'all could get it. So I don't think it's the craziest diss, but again, it just like the other thing, you gotta be prepared for once you put that in the world, how that come back to you. So it feels like just Joey is determined to jump to another level this year. He's always been respected, but isn't always in the conversation. Again, if we're being real, and Joey is my man, for real, he's somebody I consider a friend, and somebody I got so much love for and I'm a fan of. I think Joey's always been respected, but Joey isn't always in the conversation. That's if we're being real. Feels like this year he's going to force the action. He's going to make sure that anyone who doesn't respect him respects him. And he seems determined to back it up. Like, okay, now you said these things. Now you put these things out there. Now you got to back all of this up. You know what I'm saying? And really kind of what he's saying with the rule is back. And this, if you read between the lines, is like 2025 is mine. He's determined to take it this year. I want to see it because I think it's better for rap. I love that rappers are rapping now. It's better for rap. But now Joey got to back it up. And he knows what the critics are saying, right? So he goes into this. He knows exactly what the critics are saying because he addresses it lyrically. The audacity of this, he must be out of his mind. That's what the critics are saying. That's what everybody who is skeptical about what's going on right now, Joey's addressing it. He knows what you're saying. The audacity of this nigga. He must be out of his mind. Haunted by the ghost of Biggie and Pac. I'm them combined. Spent many years minding minds out of sight and out of mind. Just like I said, right? He isn't always in the conversation. Spent many years minding minds out of sight and out of mind. Now on front line, all the signs are saying this is my time. Swear it's so divine, I'm properly aligned. This little light of mine, promise I'ma let it shine till it leaves you blind. So then we get the beat switch, we get the second verse, and it starts with a Biggie interpolation, right? It's funny because on the second verse of The Ruler's Back, it started with the J interpolation, too much West Coast dick licking. The second verse of this, we get the Biggie interpolation. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know if that was on purpose, but it's just interesting. That just might kind of be his writing style. That might be the mode that he's in right now. He's invoking the spirit of Big and you know, the feelings of Jay, and this is just where he's feeling. Those are two kings of NY. You know what I'm saying? Those are two guys that wore the crown. So he starts off the second verse, and the pockets run deep and ever slow leak. What's beef? Beef is when it's like you can't sleep, wake up with no appetite, and now you can't eat, now you can't speak. Cat got his tongue, he been missing all week. Perfect time to separate the strong from the weak. I won't ever hesitate, won't ever miss a beat. Now I wonder if this may be a stretch, but beef is when like you can't sleep. Is that another Cole reference? Remember when Cole got on that Dreamville stage, he said he had trouble sleeping after dropping 7 Minute Drill. I think that's a stretch. Because I don't think the intention, I don't see the reason to kind of go at Cole. Maybe though, but that might be a stretch. You know, it's just that if he didn't drop the might delete later line, my mind wouldn't have went to Cole. But because we have that might delete later line, it did make me think of Cole. It might be truly a spin on the Biggie line, because the Biggie original line is beef is when you need two gats to go to sleep. But he took the gats out of it because this isn't violent. This is just about rap. So, but I don't know. Only he can answer that. But what about the cat got his tongue, he been missing all week line? So that makes me think, well, who's been missing all week? Daylight showed up. But I don't think when Joey dropped The Ruler's Back, I don't think he was thinking about Daylight. Dropped that High U joint. Ray Vaughn showed up. But I don't think when Joey dropped The Ruler's Back, he was thinking about Ray Vaughn either. He's thinking about, again, New York, whatever. But when you think about, I want the crown and I'm this and I'm the best guy. Well, who's the best guy right now? It's Kendrick. Kendrick got the crown, and again, Joey was just kind of talking about New York and the city. But when we talk about hip hop, when we talk about rap, who got the crown right now, all cities combined, all places on the map, is Kendrick. So is Joey really looking for Kendrick to go in? Is that what he really wants? Cat got his tongue, he been missing all week. Is that directed at that? Also makes the might delete later line make even more sense. And why it also might not be like totally about Cole, right? The might delete later line. Might delete later. I know damn sure Joey won't. Well, who did Cole delete the track for? He deleted it for Kendrick. He deleted it for the sake of their friendship. Right? Might delete later. I know damn sure Joey won't. So Cole deleted it for Kendrick. And so that is that line about Dot? Is he talking to Dot with that line? Might delete later. I know damn sure. He might be talking to all of us in hip hop, or he might be talking to Dot. Cole deleted it. I'm not taking back what I said. Sorry, not sorry. It's kind of like, damn, well, if the West is gonna come at me, and this is like me hypothetically thinking as if I'm Joey, because I don't know. But if the West is gonna come at me, at least send the top guy in rap. But I told y'all in my first video, I didn't expect Dot to respond at all. And I was expecting to see other West Coast MCs go for it, and that's what we saw. Joey was prepared for this. Joey knew, whether it was his intention or not, Joey knew when he said too much West Coast dick licking, it might open the floodgates. You know what I'm saying? For other West Coast MCs. The same way, and I said this in the last video when Dot said I'm the king of NY on Control, and that was him flipping the corrupt line. A lot of New York MCs, there were freestyles out there in response to that. So this is what happens, man. You can kind of predict this stuff if you've been listening to rap and paying attention and participating in the culture long enough. So then we get through the song a bit, and Joey just, he's like, not today, Satan. In fact, me and God having the great conversations, admiring the constellations. Every day is new thoughts and new observations. Know I got to move forth. Ain't no time for wasting. Now I'm carrying the torch for my generation with no hesitation. My basic read on this is that Joey is ready to put the rap world on notice. Like I said before, he knows his position. First of all, he knows his skill level, and he knows his talent, and he knows his potential. And he knows what the conversation is. And he said it himself, I'm not, he's not always top of mind, right? Did he say that? What was the out of sight, out of mind? So he's not always top of mind. So he knows his skill level, he knows his potential, but he knows what the conversation is. He's not delusional. But he wants that top spot. And he sounds hungry. It's 2025. He wants that top spot. And he's gunning for it. And to be the best, you got to beat the best. And, he started saying that he was straight up the king of NY on the ruler's back. And you notice nobody in New York challenged that. The West Coast MCs, too much West Coast dick licking, they challenged that. But when Joey said, I'm the king of NY, nobody in New York challenged that. And because I think part of it is one, I don't think we're the most competitive amongst ourselves right now. There isn't like a strong competition in New York or people strongly like vying for the crown in that way. I think it's a combination of that and people out here respect Joey and respect Joey's pen. And I think there's people out here who legitimately want to see Joey go for it. Like, all right, now prove it to us, man. Take that spot. Okay, if the crown is yours, go ahead and take the crown. So it didn't really ruffle no feathers in New York, funny enough, but definitely ruffled some feathers on the West Coast. And it seems like he's ready for everything that comes with that. And I applaud that. I applaud the accountability. I applaud the not ducking no smoke, because once you put that energy out there and put your chest out there, like, you got to stand on that. And I hope what we get out of this when it comes to Joey is great music, is a classic 2025. But it seems like that's what he's setting up for. I'm here for it, man. I got my popcorn like Mace. I should have brought my popcorn on the set. But those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Hit me in the comments. Like, subscribe, do all of that. Until the next time. Peace.